everyone. I'm Dr. Gayathri, Assistant Professor at Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. In our today's video lecture, we will learn about various basic life processes of human body. So what is this life process? Life process is nothing but the activities that an organism performs in order to survive. That means these activities or these life processes are essential for the survival of the organism. So we understand that this is the difference between living and non-living organisms. Only in living organisms we can see life processes. So there are about 6 basic life processes in human system. So we know that for each organ, just like each organ system is interdependent on others, life processes are also dependent. So if one life process fails, it results in death of cells, tissues, and it can ultimately result in death of the organism. So what are these 6 basic life processes? The first one is metabolism, second is responsiveness, third movement, and fourth is growth, fifth is differentiation, and sixth is reproduction. So we will look in detail about what each of this basic life process is. So the first one is metabolism. So metabolism is nothing but chemical processes that occur in human body. So जो metabolism में हमारे body में जो भी chemical processes होते हैं, all that comes under metabolism. So metabolism is basically of two types. One is catabolism and other is anabolism. So catabolism में क्या होता है? Catabolism में basically breakdown होता है and anabolism में क्या होता है? Anabolism में build up होता है. So what is this breakdown and build up? Catabolism. In catabolism, complex chemical substances are broken down into simple components. And so catabolism में क्या हो रहा है? Complex substances है, those are broken down into simple components. Whereas in anabolism, build up होता है, मतलब simple और smaller components से एक complex components को generate करने का process को anabolism बोलते हैं. So example, what is the example of this catabolism and anabolism? One good example is digestion. So what happens in digestion? When we intake food, the proteins present in the food are broken down to form amino acids. So proteins are complex compounds and amino acids are simple compounds. So this is an example of catabolism. So catabolism में digestion में proteins are broken down into amino acids. Whereas in anabolism, in the same process of digestion, amino acids are converted into formation of new proteins. So ये जो new proteins है, these new proteins are helpful in formation of body structures such as muscles and bones. So catabolism में proteins are being broken down into amino acids, whereas in anabolism these broken down amino acids are converted into new proteins which are helpful in formation of muscles and bones and other structures. So this is the difference between catabolism and anabolism. Catabolism में breakdown होता है, anabolism में build up होता है. So this is the first life process, that is metabolism, which involves all the chemical processes that occur in human body. Next is responsiveness. Responsiveness मतलब the ability to respond. So the responsiveness is nothing but body's ability to detect and respond to changes. So this involves both internal changes as well as external changes. So जो भी changes आते हैं, our body's ability to detect those changes and to respond comes under responsiveness. So as an example of internal responsiveness, we can see that whenever there is an infection, जब body में कोई infection होता है या कोई एलिमेंट या डिसीज होता है, हमारे बॉडी एज अ रेस्पॉन्स इट इंक्रीजेस द बॉडी टेम्परेचर विच इज नथिंग बट फीवर. सो दिस इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ इंटरनल चेंज विच रिजल्ट्स इन रेस्पॉन्स दैट इज फीवर. और एक्सटर्नल का एग्जाम्पल क्या है, जैसे हम लोग कभी एक डॉग को देख रहे हैं और वो डॉग हमारी तरफ दौड़ते हुए आ रहा है, तब हम क्या करते हैं, खड़े होके देखते नहीं है ना, हम लोग दौड़ लगाते हैं. सो दैट इज व्हाट इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ रेस्पॉन्सिवनेस टू एक्सटर्नल चेंजेस. जो एक्सटर्नल चेंज मतलब हम लोग एक डॉग को देख रहे हैं एंड एज अ रेस्पॉन्स वी आर रनिंग अवे फ्रॉम इट. सो दैट कम्स अंडर response to external changes. So apart from this, different cells in our body respond in characteristic way. That is, हर एक सेल जो रेस्पॉन्स दिखाता है वो इट इज स्पेसिफिक टू दोज पर्टिकुलर सेल्स. जैसे नर्व सेल्स है, नर्व सेल्स क्या करता है, एज अ रेस्पॉन्स टू एनी सिचुएशन दे जनरेट नर्व इम्पल्सेस. And second example is muscle cells. So as a response to any situation, muscle cells cause contractions. So that is an example of responsiveness of each cell according to its characteristic way. The third life process is movement. So movement, basically we understand that body movement is necessary. So जैसे हम लोगों का external movement necessary है, वैसे ही हमारे बॉडी के अंदर जो सेल्स है, टिश्यूज है, जो एंजाइम सेक्रेट होते हैं, उन सब का भी मूवमेंट बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. सो एज एन एग्जांपल वी कैन सी दैट वॉकिंग और डांसिंग. सो व्हेन वी आर वॉकिंग और डांसिंग व्हाट हैपेंस, आवर बोन्स एंड मसल्स एवरीथिंग इज मूविंग इन अ कोऑर्डिनेटेड वे. सो आवर बोन एंड मसल एवरीथिंग इज मूविंग बिकॉज ऑफ विच वी आर ऑल्सो एबल टू मूव टू अदर प्लेस. और उसके साथ साथ another example of internal movement is whenever food enters into our stomach, digestive enzymes are released. So these enzymes have to move from the site where they are released and reach the food. So in order to digest the food. So this is an example of internal movement. And other is tissue damage or infection. So whenever there is a damage to the tissue or whenever there is an infection, different blood cells move to that site of damage or infection in order to repair it, like WBCs, platelets, etc. So that also comes under movement. So movement, basically what it involves, movement of the whole body, movement of individual organs, movement of single cells and also structures inside the cells. हमारे cells के जो अंदर structures होते हैं, movement of those also comes under movement. So this is the third life process. And the fourth life process is growth. So जैसे हमारा it is essential for our body to grow in size, our cells also grow in size and sometimes our tissues also grow in size. So this growth involves increase in the body size and it involves increase in either cell size बढ़ता है या फिर सेल का नंबर बढ़ता है या फिर दोनों. So either increase in cell size or increase in cell number or increase in both comes under growth. And in some cases tissues also grow in size. So this is about the fourth basic life process, that is growth. And the fifth basic life process is differentiation. Differentiation मतलब unspecialized state में जो cells होते हैं they are converted into specialized state. Specialized state मतलब अभी वो जो cells है जिसके कोई particular structure या function नहीं था, उन cells को differentiation के through एक specific shape and function दिया जाता है. That means from unspecialized state they are converted into specialized state. So specialized cells are nothing but those cells which have a specific structure or shape and specific function. So ये कैसे होता है? So first precursor cells or stem cells, these are the first cells. These undergo division, they divide and they result in formation of unspecialized cells. And these unspecialized cells undergo differentiation and form specialized cells. So इसका जैसे एग्जाम्पल है डिफरेंट स्टेम सेल से फाइनल प्रोडक्ट में हमें जैसे आरबीसीज फॉर्म होते हैं जिनके स्पेसिफिक शेप और स्ट्रक्चर और फंक्शन होता है. सो दैट इज एन एग्जाम्पल. अनदर एग्जाम्पल इज जब फर्टिलाइजेशन होता है that fertilized egg is results in formation of embryo and embryo forms fetus and fetus finally forms an infant. So these are the examples of differentiation. So differentiation is nothing but conversion of unspecialized cells to specialized cells. And the last basic life process is reproduction. So जो reproduction है उसमें there are two things which come under reproduction. The first is formation of new cells. So नए cells का form होना comes under reproduction and also formation of new individual. एक new individual के जो formation है that also comes under reproduction. So reproduction basically involves formation of new cells and formation of new individual. So how do new cells form? New cells form by cell division. Whenever there is cell division happens, it results in formation of new cells. और new individual कैसे form होता है? When sperm and ovum they result in fertilization. This fertilization eventually forms a new human being. So that is about reproduction. And the two things that happen in reproduction, that is formation of new cells and formation of new individual. So these are the 6 basic life processes that happen in a human body. So whenever if one of these life processes fails, it results in failure of different cells and tissues and death of organs, and finally it can result in death of an organism or the human body or human person. So that is about the 6 basic life processes of human body. Apart from that, today I also want to give you an English word which you can learn, which will help you in developing your communication skills. So the word is proactive. So what is meant by proactive? Proactive means controlling the situation. So basically proactive means controlling the situations instead of being controlled by the situation. उसका मतलब क्या है? So जैसे as an example आप लोगों के एग्जाम्स आएंगे अभी, ठीक है, और सेम एंड में आपके एग्जाम्स होते हैं. सो प्रोएक्टिव मतलब क्या है? एग्जाम्स आके खत्म हो गए तब तक इंस्टेड ऑफ वेटिंग टिल देन, from now itself you start studying. So you are proactively studying or proactively preparing for the exams. उसका opposite क्या है? उसका opposite है reactive. So reactive का example क्या है? Reactive का meaning है being controlled by the situation. So reactive का example क्या है? जैसे एग्जाम्स आ गए, एग्जाम्स खत्म हो गए, आपके बहुत बुरे मार्क्स आए, उसके बाद आप पढ़ने लगे हो क्योंकि कुछ गलत हो चुका है ऑलरेडी. सो दैट इज बीइंग रिएक्टिव. यू आर बेसिकली रेस्पॉन्डिंग टू व्हाट हैज हैपेंड. बट बीइंग प्रोएक्टिव मीन्स यू आर कंट्रोलिंग द सिचुएशन. खराब मार्क्स आने से आप लोग रोक रहे हो उसको. सो दैट इज व्हाट इज being proactive. So today I want to encourage you all to be proactive and study well. Hope this class has helped you. Thank you.